Man, that song just slaps. I know the kids don't use
it. Really
it.
does.
But hey, thank you for checking out March Chadness. Welcome in. I am Chad Rink. He is Nate Rink. Together, we're the Rink Brothers. Nate, how are you?
I'm ready to obey my thirst.
There, exactly. Little teaser there. You see Nate with the headband. How about the U.S. hockey team?
USA.
The first gold medal since the 80 Olympics, and on the 46-year anniversary of the Miracle on Ice when we beat the Ruskies, the Russians, to go to the gold medal game that year. So it was a pretty exciting game. I was at church for most of it. I watched part of the first period. It was exciting. Shout out to Connor Hellebuck. Man, that dude is the MVP of the Olympics for the gold medal game.
For sure. So overtime started right before we went to church. So I got to church and saw that we'd already won once we got there. But that game was the most physical hockey game I've seen in a long time. I mean, guys were just drilling each other. It was so fun to watch. It was a great game.
Yeah, and I think from what I kind of follow along, like I think the officials let them play a little bit. There wasn't a whole lot of power plays, anything like that. So I was excited because I thought it might be low scoring, but I thought, if Bennington reverts back to how he's been in the NHL this year, because he's given up like 3.5 goals a game, I thought maybe it could be a little bit high scoring with all the talent on there. And so I took 7 guys, round robin them in 3, and I had Colemaker and Matt Boldy. What a goal by him. So all I needed was one of the other 5 guys, and I would have profited. Had it been Jack Hughes' brother, Quinn Hughes, I would have won $1,300 a day. But I'll take the gold over $1,300 just one time. Next year, we already won it, like if it's another 46 years, but no. So, hey, we're going to talk a little college hoops. This was there was a lot of exciting stuff going on yesterday in college basketball. I want to talk first because you were in Cincinnati. We grew up in Cincinnati. The UC Bearcats was another big win, this time over the Kansas Jayhawks, and the Jayhawks had Darren Peterson.
Yeah, when I looked at the score, I had to do a double check, and I was like, oh, they must have benched him for the way he's been. Peterson must not have played. And apparently he played, what'd you tell me, 32 minutes?
Yeah, 32. He is in there 32 minutes, 17 points. He was 1 for 7 from 3. But it was a decent thrashing in that second half by the Bearcats. They had a 2-point lead at halftime, and then they ended up winning by 16. So a big win for UC. I think they're still going to need a little bit more come Big 12 tournament to get in. But what the deal with Darren Peterson is weird. Taking himself out of that game when he had, I think, 32 points before the half, and he took himself.
It was 23 points in 18 minutes or something. It was, or 32 points in 18 minutes.
Yeah, well, that's right, because it was he had started. Yeah, he had started the second half. Yeah.
Bill Self even seemed surprised in the post-game press conference. He's like, "Yeah, I thought he was going to have a huge game," and he didn't seem like they pulled him out or that it was injury related. The guy, I think, is just doing load management already as a freshman? In college?
It's weird because if you watch that play, he's kind of hanging out 3-point line a little bit above the elbow, and he's just kind of hanging out there. They pass it to him. Hits the 3, and then Self is right there, and he kind of points over to Self like, hey, get me in. And the Self's like, okay, get someone in for him. And then he doesn't get in the rest of the game. So I don't know if he's got a nagging injury or, like you said, maybe load management. I don't know. It's just kind of weird. But he did play against UC. I imagine we won't see any of this kind of nonsense in the tournament unless it is some sort of nagging injury. So I don't know. Duke-Michigan game, a good game there as well. Duke ends up prevailing by 5, 2 of my Final Four teams. Arizona, we had the 1-3 and the 2-4 ranked teams playing each other yesterday. 2 good games. Arizona holds off Houston for the win to get back on track after losing a couple. You had BYU beating Iowa State by 10. They were at home. BYU has looked good. They are a top 25 team as well. You had Bansa, I guess that's how you pronounce it, one assist away from a triple-double. That kid has been electric. You have Illinois losing in overtime to UCLA, which is a surprise. Kind of like Illinois can just flat out score. They had 50 at halftime, and then they were held to 36 in the second half, and then they scored 8 in overtime. But they're not great defensively, so that could be their downfall come tournament time. And then you had another kind of surprise. Tennessee beat Vanderbilt. Not really. I think Tennessee, I think, is a good team. You know, they are 20-7. Vanderbilt's 21-6. I think Vandy might be a little overrated on that, but a good set of games yesterday. I do want to talk a little bit
real quick with the Duke Michigan game. We were watching that, and you know, Grayson's a huge Michigan fan, so he was heartbroken. And he throughout the game, he's like, "Dad, I know you hate Duke, but I don't know. I don't know if I hate him, you know." And then at the end there, when they decided to take that dunk, when they had the game won up 3, all you got to do is just put the ball on the floor, just hold it. Right. And he's like, "Why would they do that?" I go, "Because Duke sucks. All right. That's all you need to know about Duke. That's the kind of guys they are. They want to act like people got punched when people stormed the court, which there's no video proof of. And then they want to take a dunk just to have a dunk when they already have the game won." Right. So that's just me venting about it.
It's kind of crazy. Like, just throughout Duke's history, they just they can't get a point where it's like, hey, we don't hate Duke. There's always something going on, whether it's Grayson Allen, whether it's just Bobby Hurley just being kind of annoying, and then of course Christian Laettner just being good. So I mean, it's crazy. So
you need a good heel. You need a good heel. What did we learn in wrestling last week?
Exactly.
Last week's pod. You need a good heel. All right.
You need somebody villains. You need the villains in sports. It makes it more fun. So all right. So we're going to talk 6. We talked 5-12 matchups last week. We're going to talk a little 6-11. Here's the interesting thing. I still am going back from last year through 2013, and just remember there was no tournament in 2020. So if you look at how many 11 seeds have won, it starting with 2025 back to 2013, 1-3, 1-3, 2-1, 2-3-3, 2-2-1. So since 2013, at least one 11 seed has won a first round game. Now, if there's only been, it's just one of those weird things, like 4 times it's happened where just one 11 seed has won, and then that 11 seed got knocked out the next round. Anytime it's been 2 or more, one of those 11 seeds has at least made the Sweet 16. You've had 2 11 seeds in the last 7 tournaments make a Final Four. It was Loyola Chicago back at 18, and then it was NC State a couple years ago. So if you get multiple 11 seeds in, history has shown you should probably take one to the Sweet 16. So I said last week I was off on the 12 seeds. I may take a couple 11 seeds this year with having only one 11 seed win 2 of the last 3 years. So do you like the 6-11 upsets, and do you usually take them far at all? Can you hear me?
You were breaking up a little bit there.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So do you like the 6-11? Do you like taking the 11 upset, and then do you usually take them farther?
I always take at least one. And yeah, with the 11s or 12s, I usually will have one of them at least winning another round, maybe, depending on what the matchup is.
Right.
But yeah, if you're going to do the upset, might as well, pick one that you think can win the round after that, and see if you can get an 11 or a 12 going a little bit further and get some more points on there. So yeah, I don't mind picking at least one.
No, yeah, and it's usually a pretty solid. Because I was looking back through, and again, there's not like this hardcore, these type of teams, this record, whatever, because it's kind of a mix in the 11 seeds. You've got teams like Loyola Chicago, those types of upset type teams, maybe Miami of Ohio this year. But then you also end up getting teams like Syracuse, Oregon, NC State, teams from bigger conferences that end up having 10, 11 losses and just fall down there. So it's kind of a mix. I think if you're going the 11 it always seems like the 11, these 11, 12 seed teams, these teams I like upsets for, it always seems like they're either playing against a team that I really, really like, and so I don't want to take them, or the next matchup is like that. So maybe the 3 seed, like if Illinois ends up being a 3 seed, I like them. I can see them going to the Elite 8. So if like the 11 seed that I like is matching up with them, that's my issue. So I think a lot of it is I would not bank on Elite 8 Final Fours for an 11 seed. But I had, and it was recently, I think there was like 3 or 4 years in a row, because it used to always just be the 16 and 11s were the playing games. And I saw a couple years ago it was like the 10 seeds had it. But there was a stretch, I think 3 or 4 straight years where the play-in, one of the play-in 11 games, that team made it at least to the Sweet 16. So that's something to look for, because the theory is on that. They've got a game in already. They're warmed up. They're getting loose. And these other teams are coming in, not having played for maybe a week or so. So there's some merit to, if you want to take an 11 seed, maybe look at one of the play-ins. The only problem is if they don't win the play-in game, then you're screwed. So, right. That's the look here. We'll keep looking at this. I think next week we'll look at like Sweet 16s, and then we'll look really at seedings, like how many lower seeds usually make it, how many 1s, 2s, 3s. That because that's where you're going to make your bread and butter. Once you get the Sweet 16s, if you can get 14 or more of the Sweet 16s, you're going to be in good shape. Again, if you get 3 of the 4, at least Final Fours, you're good. And really the key is getting the champion. So we'll look at that here over the next couple of weeks. This is episode 15. We have one more episode, and then it's going to be the bracket of champions. So I was talking to my wife, and she was like, she really kind of pushed me, like, you got to have diet sodas. We are doing sodas in our bracket. Because she goes, you're going to alienate a lot of people like diet soda. My first response was, well, maybe we'll get a lot of hate watch for the diet soda people watching it. But then I'm like, I really didn't like the last couple sodas I was going to have in. So like, we'll throw diets in. But she does listen to the podcast. And I was telling her about, we got a couple more, and then we're going to do the champions bracket. We're just taking all the winners and we're going to seed them. And she thought that was like the greatest idea ever. She was laughing so hard. She said, that's kind of brilliant. I was like, well, it's kind of a shout out to, if you don't follow Super 70 Sports on X, you need to follow him, because he will just randomly throw out a poll of 4 just things like, okay, it's Betty White, it's spam, it's like some random movie, and then like an athlete. And they're all great. Right. It's like, how do you choose? Sometimes it's pretty easy for me. Like, this is by far the best. Sometimes like I want all 4 of them. So it was kind of a thing on that. We just thought it'd be funny. Plus it then saves us like 2 to 3 brackets a year where we don't really have to come up with an idea on that. So we will dive in here to the soda bracket. I don't know if we're going to have a sponsor in between. I'm just going to play like we're not going to have one, because we did not have one last week, and there was 10
last
seconds
week
of that. So it's not a big deal. Ego, I'm telling you, Ego.
What are you waiting for, Ego?
What are you waiting for? Maybe if I say, hey, I used to work at Walmart at the distribution center as an HR manager. Great Value's kind of knocking on our door. Great Value waffles, frozen waffles, Ego. So I'll take Great Value. It'll just be a little bit more clunky to say Great Value frozen waffles than Eggo. But we're going to dive into the bracket.
Sports fans, it's time to gear up. Head to FanStreamSports.com and check out our brand new merchandise store. We're talking bold t-shirts, 3/4 zips, hoodies, hats, mugs, and more. Everything you need to rep your favorite shows and your favorite crew. Whether you're rolling with the JP Peterson Show in Tampa Bay, From the Rough in Dallas, the Tim May Show featuring Clay Hall, or the Jeff Thidoff Show in Ohio, or any of our FanStream Sports original programming, we've got the perfect look for game day and every day. So don't wait. FanStreamSports.com. Click merch and grab your gear now. Wear the stream, live the stream. FanStreamSports.com.
Let's go.
Right now, back to the show on FanStream.
So here's the thing with sodas. Like, growing up, we grew up in Northern Indiana, and growing up, we always called it pop. So it's always weird to me to see the different areas where people grew up, what they call it. Do you still call it pop?
I always call it pop.
All right.
Sometimes I'll make it a soda pop. you know.
Okay.
But yeah, it's
A phosphate.
it's funny to hear how mad people get about when you call it pop if you're somewhere else. I think when Jason went to RIT for the first year in Rochester, New York, like all the guys that were there were like, if you keep calling it pop, we're going to pop you in the arm every time you call it pop. It's soda. And it's like, all right, sorry.
Yeah.
Yes, I call it pop.
Okay. Yeah. I called it pop most of my life. I remember that story, Jason telling that story that the New Yorkers like, dude, you cannot call it pop. As like an adult, like it's probably been the last 5 to 7 years. I don't know if it was just because I was in my mid 40s. Like, I don't like this seems like a kid thing. So I've transitioned into calling it soda. But I still remember like our grandpa Welsand, anytime he'd come over, hey, how you doing? Like, you guys want to, and he'd call it like pop, but it'd be like, you want to bop? It'd be like a kind of a beef thing.
Bop? That's still said in this house. To this
yeah.
day. You
You want to bop? Did you graduate? So we could like, I don't want to get into Grandpa Welsand stories, but yeah. So pop, soda, Coke. Some people just call it Coke also. Like it's just different areas.
Right,
so whatever you call it, most people like pop / soda. So we're having a 16 team soda pop bracket. So we're going to add the bracket to the stage. I'm going to run through it real quick for you. So number 1 overall seed is Coca-Cola, Coke, battling ginger ale as the 16, 8-9 matchup, classic 8-9 matchup, orange versus grape. 4-13 is Mountain Dew, Mr. Pibb. 5 in the 12-13. The 5 is the root beer. 12-13 is a play-in Diet Dew, Diet Dr. Pepper. And then the 3-14 is the Dr. Pepper Mellow Yellow. The 6-11, you've got the 6 seed is the classic diets, Diet Coke versus Diet Pepsi. The winner plays cream soda as the 11 seed. Then you've got 2 play-ins at 7. You've got Sprite versus 7-Up as the 7 seed. And then the 10 seed is just the cherry version. You got Cherry Coke, Pepsi Wild Cherry. And to round out, you've got Pepsi as the 2 seed. And RC, which most people probably don't even know is a soda, rounds out as the 15 seed. So let's just start off like Coke Pepsi is the big thing. That's most people are going to think that's probably going to be the finals. It would not surprise me if one of the 3-4 seeds sneak in. We've talked about this before. You and I are both more prefer Coke now, correct?
Yeah, in Valpo, it was always Pepsi at everybody's house. And then when we moved here at Aunt Joyce's, it was always Coke. And it's like, oh, this is so much better. Like I prefer the Coke over the Pepsi now.
Yeah, that's the same thing. Cause like, I think it was just the sugar, cause Pepsi, I feel just has the more sugary type flavor. And then it just having Cokes there. Cause we would always end up with like, the thrift way version of stuff. And that kind of the gold circle kind of thing. So we'll talk about different varieties and names for Dr. Pepper. So Coke ginger ale. Do you enjoy a ginger ale from time to time?
I do not.
All right. I do. Not often. And then I kind of enjoy it. I'll have one. And then I'm like, now I know why I don't drink this regularly, but I'm not going to go out of my way to get a ginger ale. It's going to be one of those things. I can't
tell you the last time I had one. They're gross.
I had one last year and I can't remember why. It's one of those things where if it's there and I'm not too fond of any, like if it's like Pepsi and then some diets and then like Sprite and ginger ale, I may go for the ginger ale because I'm like, I don't have it that often. It would be the Sprite would be the next one, I think. Because I can't tell you, I almost got a Pepsi today. But I ended up getting like, I didn't want to like sway anything on the draft or like subliminal message. So I ended up getting, and we'll talk about it. I got Dr. Pepper Blackberry, which we'll talk about some other flavors, alternate flavor stuff we like. But there is no way in the world ginger ale is beating Coca-Cola. And if you like ginger ale over Coca-Cola, you may need to go see somebody about that because it's not even close.
You probably hate America.
You probably were mad that Jack Hughes scored that 3-on-3 goal in overtime. So orange grape is a good one because I enjoy both these. And growing up, they don't have this. I don't think they have this pop anymore. Knee high. We had knee high all the time. Is orange and grape. I still like both. I very rarely get grape because you can't really find grape. The only time you find grape soda now is like if it's the K, the big K or whatever you're gonna have.
The generic, the generic brand.
Very rarely you'll find some, but not often. So do you have a lean either orange or grape?
Yeah, I'm not a big grape guy.
I got you. Yeah,
like Sunkist,
Yeah, and like Fanta's got. Usually you'll find it at Fanta and stuff. I think like I do like a grape, but I think it's one of those where I enjoy grape just occasionally, and if it probably 8 out of 10 times if there's like orange and grape at a place, I'm gonna go orange, because I think it's probably more consistent brand all the way through. Where grape, you could probably end up getting a weird one, but orange.
And you could trick yourself into thinking you're getting some vitamin C out of the orange.
Exactly, that's the key. Like, oh yeah, is this healthy for me? I get some good vitamin C with the orange. Exactly. Plus, it's like grape. I'm always nervous, like if I spill it on carpet or anything. Like, not that orange is not going to be, but it seems like grape is like the one flavor color that you can't get out of anything. So that's always a scary thing at our house. Like if everyone's got open pop, we're like, hey, in the kitchen. I can't.
Right. It stays in the kitchen. How hard is that?
Stays in the kitchen, even if you have a lid on it. All right. So I could have had the Mountain Dew Mellow Yellow Dr. Pepper Mr. Pibb off, but I thought that's a little, that's jumping the shark there. So plus Mr. Pibb I think is better than Mellow Yellow. And it doesn't really matter because I think Mountain Dew and Dr. Pepper are both better anyways, but Mountain Dew, Mr. Pibb. Do you like Mr. Pibb? Like, do you like some of these knockoffs? And we'll start talking about some of the knockoff names. Do you mind some of the knockoffs of Dr. Pepper? Because it seems like there's more knockoff Dr. Peppers, I think, than with the Mountain Dews.
Dr. K, Dr. Thunder, Dr. Pop.
Yep.
Yeah. They're all, as far as the knockoffs, they're all the closest to what they're trying to rip off, as opposed to the knockoff Cokes, Pepsis. The doctor ones always seem close enough to Dr. Pepper, or it's like, it's still good. It's not Dr. Pepper, but it's close enough.
Yeah, I mean, like if you're getting Big K Cola, that is not close to Coke or Pepsi. Here's some of the Dr. Pepper alternates. You've mentioned Dr. K, which is Kroger. You got my favorite was always, because living here, like they had an IGA in Mount Sterling where my wife was from, and they had Dr. IGA, which I thought was just the funniest name ever. Dr. Thunder, of course, is the Walmart version. There's Dr. Dr. Pops, which I believe is Aldi. So I got to check that out. I saw today when I was going to do an experiment we can talk about later, and they didn't have root beer. And I did see they had at UDF, it's Dairy Pepper, which is weird. It's just a weird name. I'm like, I just would rather call it UDF.
Is there milk in it? I don't know.
That's the thing. I'm like, is there? There might be. I know there's Dr. A+. There's Dr. Zevia. No, I think Aldi is Dr. Dazzle. There's a Dr. Skipper. And then there's a Dr. Cheaper, which when I was looking it up, they would always tell you like either the company that made it or the chain, like a Save-A-Lot or whatever that did it. With Dr. Cheaper, they did not know, like they just didn't know anything about it. So it made me laugh because we just did the wrestling one. So I was like, Dr. Cheaper from parts unknown. So, so if you find a Dr. Cheaper.
Dr. Dazzle sounds like an 80s wrestling name.
It does. It could be Dr. Dazzle or a porn name. Who knows? So, yeah.
Patent pending. I'm using it.
Patent pending. Exactly. Mountain Dew's winning, though. As much as Mr. Pibb, I think, is the best of the Dr. Pepper knockoffs, it's not beating the Dew.
You got to do the Dew.
All righty. All right. Speaking of Dew and Pepper, so we got the 12 Diet Dew, Diet Dr. Pepper play root beer. I have a very strong leaning one way here. Do you?
Yeah, Diet Mountain Dew is just gross.
Exactly. You see, thank you very much. I was like, number one, I don't want to have to send Diet Dr. Diet Dr. Pepper to anybody because I didn't know who I would send it to. If I sent it to Dave, he would be like unfriend because I don't think he's a diet guy.
I don't know you anymore.
Exactly. Diet Dr. Pepper, for my money, the best diet version of any soda, except for maybe Diet IGA.
I agree with you. Diet Dr. Pepper. It's again with the knockoff Dr. Peppers. There must be something that they're putting in there that is pretty consistent.
Exactly.
So,
and we'll get to that here next when we talk about Dr. Pepper. So this is an interesting one. So Diet Dr. Pepper and root beer, because a lot of people are like, well, Dr. Pepper and root beer are very similar. Like, yeah, but no. There's a difference between the two. If you had the choice, root beer, Diet Dr. Pepper, where are you going?
probably this is crazy to. I don't know. I like root beer, but I don't like it all the time.
I got you.
Like there's every once in a while, it's like, oh man, a root beer sounds really good.
Yeah.
But I think I can drink. I love Dr. Pepper. So even if it's just a Diet Dr. Pepper, I think it would probably be 6 out of 10 times I'd probably pick the Diet Dr. Pepper over the root beer because there's some days, like if I'll take like 1 pop a day to work, and if for whatever reason in the summertime I can't do a root beer, I don't know what it is. Usually I just stick to Mountain Dew. I don't know if it's the dark sodas, but I think I'm gonna have Diet Dr. Pepper over root beer as much as I love root beer.
Yeah,
and I can't believe I'm saying
that makes sense because root beer's a weird one because if it's too hot, I don't like a root beer. But I'm choosing root beer over Diet Dr. Pepper most times. So I sent it to, I don't even know. I just found one of the chats like to people. It's some of the people from the Low Hoop Fantasy League. So I know it's Dave, Colonel, DC5, who's one of Dave's friends, who I think is a robot, is my conspiracy theory that Dave brought into the league to help his chances of continuing to win. And then Joe, my buddy Joe, who's we've talked to before, and then Schwartz. So Joe comes back with root beer right now. I don't know how this is going to go. Like, that's why I said to them, like, I have no clue. Cause I like, that's the thing. Like, I don't know my friends, like most of my friends, like soda preferences. I know Dave's a Dew guy, and stuff. And he likes Dr. Pepper. I imagine he might go Diet Dr. Pepper. Tom Walters is in it too. He picks Dr. Pepper. Tom Walters, who is a golf pro now down back in Florida, and he just went golf. There's no one else cares about this. He just played golf, and you're not on Facebook, so you would not have accidentally seen this. He just played golf with a MLB Hall of Famer from the 80s. I'll tell you, it was AL, American League in the 80s, Hall of Famer. I'll give you 3 guesses of who he was playing golf with.
Is it a pitcher?
No.
AL 80s.
This is exciting.
Who's still alive?
Deciding records. So yeah, he does have to be alive if Tom played golf with him.
Obviously. Where is he at in Florida?
I can't remember. It doesn't matter because that guy did not play in Florida. He's an infielder. He was part of a great 1-2 double play combination for an American League team.
What is he?
That won a World Series. It is not Roberto Alomar. They won a World Series that they should have played. They should have played the Cubs in, but Lee Smith can't get a guy out in the 9th against the Padres. So that should leave you down to 2 people.
I'm drawing a blank.
It was Alan Trammell, the great Alan Trammell, part of the Whitaker-Trammell double play combo in Detroit. So no one else cares about that. So it's it. So we'll come back to this because
awesome. Is he cool, dude?
I guess. I don't know. He seemed like he's all right. Like Tom, I mean, he can't be too cool if he's hanging out Tom Walters on his spare time.
I beg to differ.
Tom, we love you. So, but he's probably not gonna be in the low hoop league. So we got he just filled in for Caveman the last 2 years when Randy left, and then Tom going to Florida probably messes up him being back up here for the draft. Unlike P. Murph, who comes down from Detroit every year to be in the draft. So, all right, Dr. Pepper, Mellow Yellow. It's Dr. Pepper. I don't like Mellow Yellow. It's like it's a way different flavor than Mountain Dew, and Nate's drinking the Dr. Pepper right now. So Nate and I both have a version of Dr. Pepper we're drinking right now. So Mellow Yellow is I've just never really liked it.
It's okay.
Yeah, so Dr. Pepper's going to win. I was going to, but the UDF did not have that root beer for me to mix. Someone said, I saw it online on TikTok, so it's got to be legit, that if you take 2 parts Coke, 1 part root beer, like mix it, it tastes dead on Dr. Pepper. And I was going to do it live on the show, but UDF was all out of any root beer. They didn't have they just no root beer. You've got Bargs, you've got A&W, they had the A&W cream soda, you have Mug, like there's none in this place. I could not believe it. So you can do it on your own. Let us know. I may do it at some point, but Dr. Pepper is tremendous. All right. For my wife loves Diet Coke. Like her favorite is fountain drink Diet Coke, no ice, because she doesn't want it watered down. Every now and then she would do light ice. So in the summertime, especially if she's working on the garden, I'm out. She's like, hey, while you're out, can you go to UDF and get me? So here's the other thing. Our UDFs, I don't know if it's all UDFs. And I thought it's usually if I bring Emily along because I think she's so adorable and cute. So if we go get the sodas, Emily will get one. I'll get one for her. I usually don't get one. But usually if we go up to the counter with 2 of the fountain drinks, they will just say, you're good. And this give it to us for free, which is phenomenal. So I always try to bring Emily along with me just to get out of paying $3.87.
Teaching her at a young age.
Exactly.
Benefits of being a pretty girl.
Exactly. So it's just, but I think they just do it because it costs them exactly like 9 cents for a soda. So, all right. Diet Coke, Diet Pepsi. Are you a diet guy at all? Do you go get diet? Okay. I am not either.
We have it here because Kelly drinks a diet, and then we either need the diet or the zero for Grayson.
Right.
Because he's got type 1. I was asking him about this last night.
Okay.
He prefers Diet Coke over Diet Pepsi. I think Diet Coke is disgusting. I will take a Diet Pepsi over a Diet Coke. But if it were like a Coke Zero, I would take Coke Zero over Diet Pepsi for whatever that's worth. But I'm taking Diet Pepsi over Diet Coke. But Grayson would tell you the exact opposite.
Okay. I know Sarah would say Diet Coke. I really do not like either. Like I don't like either. So I'm just going to go Diet Pepsi and it'll cause some friction in the Rink household up here. Probably. How did that go? And I'm telling you right now, it doesn't matter because no matter what diet was going to be there, whether it would be Diet Dr. Pepper, which I think is the best, it was going to lose to cream soda because newsflash, cream soda is absolutely delicious. Do you agree? Are you a cream soda guy?
I'm not a big cream soda guy.
Right, but does cream soda beat
Put the ice cream in
diet?
It's good, I guess.
There you go. Does the cream soda beat Diet Pepsi though?
Oh no,
okay.
It's not. I don't dislike it that much.
Okay,
it's not high up on my list, but
I got you. No, dude, I love cream soda. It's so good, and I like the both because there's a regular kind of like cream soda that's kind of like the lighter brown, and then they have a red cream soda, which I also enjoy, but I enjoy the lighter brown kind. And A&W is the best cream soda. However, if you go to Wendy's, and I tell you what, I wish we would have had the fountain, pick your fountain drink pop machines in the fast food joints when we were growing up. That would have been the best. Anytime I go to Wendy's, since they don't have, and we can talk about this after round 1, they don't have the vanilla orange anymore of the Coke. The Dave's cream soda is so good. I love it so much. It's like an orange cream soda, so it's good. So cream soda wins. We'll jump down before the 7-10 because they're both play-ins. Pepsi is going to beat RC. For those of you who don't know, Royal Crown, which is what RC stands for, was a soda that was pretty popular, and it was the same with Coke and Pepsi. It was all three were probably all neck and neck, same time, people doing it. We were growing up, RC was everywhere. And
we had it at our house a lot.
We had it quite a bit. So, I don't know if it's because
the official drink of the Heritage Bank Center. So anytime we go to a Cyclones games, the kids are like, I forgot what RC is. And it's basically any of the generic Cokes, the Big K Cola. It's basically that, but better than any of the generic attempts at Coke or Pepsi.
And that is an accurate statement, because I went to eat with a couple coworkers. Went to this one pizza place. It's like a Sbarro's pizza, but it's like better because it's like a home thing in downtown. So you have the pizza pies there, and you get the giant piece they heat up for you. So, and I went and got a drink, and they had RC there, and I'm like, and the other ones were like all kind of just weird, like lemonade. I'm like, I'm gonna get RC for the podcast, because I had not had an RC in forever. Because you can find them and stuff. So I had it, and that's the actual description of it is like, it is a better version of like your generic Coke, but not that much better. Like, I sent you, was like, hey, I just had an RC for things, like, it's not bad, and you're like, it's not good either. I'm like, well, no, it's not. It's a 15 seed, so it's not like it was still lower than the diets. So, although I think I would rather have an RC than I think I'd rather have all of these, even a ginger ale, more than a diet. I just can't. I don't like diet at all. I never have it. The only time I ever have a diet is if I'm like, diet Dr. Pepper, let's give it a chance. Or my buddy Harrison from work. He's a big Diet Dew guy, and we laugh because it's like Diet Dew with like Shannon Sharp and the thing, like the guy who's with the guy I can't stand. So he will every now and then he'll just come to my office and just give me a Diet Dew, and I'll drink it because I'm not going to be rude and be like, this is ridiculous, Harrison. Give me a real Dew.
Right.
So that's it. So let's do Cherry Coke, Pepsi Wild Cherry. I'm not a big Pepsi guy, but I do like the cherry Pepsi. I do like Cherry Coke also. And I think
I like the cherry Pepsi over the cherry Coke.
That's exactly what I was going to say. And I don't know why. I love Cherry Coke, but I think cherry Pepsi's better for some reason. It's just a better, I think it's got more cherry flavor to it. So I was going to go, I was going to go Pepsi. I was going to go Pepsi here, and I would not go Pepsi on most things because I would have gone Diet Coke, but I didn't care enough. And I'm like, let Pepsi go through. So yeah, I'm going Pepsi Cherry. I do. That's probably my favorite version of Pepsi is the wild cherry,
without a doubt.
Yeah. So, all right. And then we got Sprite 7-Up. To be totally honest, like of all the clear sodas like that we've ever had, like I thought Sierra Mist was the best, and then they kind of just stopped making it, right? I don't think they make Sierra Mist anymore.
I don't think they do either. I haven't seen it if they do.
No, it just somehow weirdly just morphed into Starry, which I'm like, okay.
Did they get bought out by Starry?
I don't know, because it's like the same colors. I don't know. I don't know all the details. I probably should have done a little research for the podcast, but I don't know. So Sierra Mist would have been on here. It's not. I was not going to add Starry. So it's Sprite 7-Up, the two most famous ones. Do you have a personal favorite of these two? Do you usually go to the clear soda a lot?
Only if somebody in the house is sick. Like, because we always have pop, but it's like as soon as somebody's like throwing up sick, it's like I got to go to the store and get a Sprite.
You got to get Sprite. You got to get something. It's the clear soda without the dyes and stuff. Some people will drink ginger ale for that. When we grew up, like I don't know,
ginger ale just make me throw up more.
Exactly. So it's like your Icapac or whatever it is. So when we grew up, I don't know if Sprite was just kind of coming in, but it was always 7-Up. We would always have 7-Up. I like both. I kind of prefer like cherry 7-Up. If you're talking about cherries, cherry 7-Up is phenomenal.
It is really good.
I like Sprite. The best is in the winter at Christmas time. Only when they get the Kroger deal or buy 2 get 3 free. We will load up on Sprite Cranberry because the kids love it. It's really, if you have not had Sprite Cranberry,
I have not.
It is amazing. And they had like the Sprite Cranberry like jingle is like a rap song. It's kind of phenomenal. And Noah has it on his playlist. And every now and then when he's doing his playlist, it'll pop up and it just makes us all laugh and we get all excited about Sprite Cranberry. So check it out. Like it's really good. I think on this one, I'm going 7-Up. I don't know. I think I like the clear, crispy thing. Like I'm not going to drink either often, but if I'm going to have one, I think it's going to be 7-Up. And I think maybe just because growing up and I didn't have a bad like thought about it because we only really had it when we were sick. Although we did have it, they would have it at the Jessens and stuff. It'd just be part of the cooler of pop that you'd have, and you just got to make sure you went to that one rather than the giant cooler of beers at every single function. Like what, it was just like that was the Welsons. It was just everything. It was just like you got to make sure you go open it like, oh, that's the wrong one. Go
that's the beer one.
It's the beer. And then you would just go get beer. Like you would know, like, hey, go give me a beer. You get whoever wanted a beer, go grab a beer. But 7-Up was part of that. So do you have a Sprite 7-Up? Do you prefer either, or is it doesn't matter?
In my notes, I'm completely indifferent. So you go 7-Up, I'm going 7-Up. They're exactly the same. There's a slight difference in taste, but it's all. I don't like one more than the other. I don't dislike one more than the other.
Yeah,
it's the same thing.
I don't either. I just like 7-Up. I think it's got less of the sugary taste. It's just got more of a, and it's not like the like bubbly or the like that kind of like pops that they have that are like, not super flavorful, that are better for you, like the carbonated water kind of stuff, that kind of thing. So I'm taking 7-Up. I don't think it's going to matter because I think Cherry Pepsi is going to win. So we have Pepsi. So Pepsi versus Cherry Pepsi. So a Pepsi off of a 2 and a 10 seed. We've got an 11 seed. We just talked about the 11 seeds upsetting. So 11 seed. Look at that. 11. It's rigged. 11 seed winning against Diet Pepsi. Anything was going to win against Diet Pepsi. Again, against Dr. Pepper. So a 3 and an 11. So we got a 10 and 11 seed on the bottom half. I did not get a third one on that. So I'm going to go with Diet Dr. Pepper. I think that's going to be the one most people would take. Like I said, I like root beer. I'll take root beer. Root beer is really like time we really have root beer is when we do root beer floats, like on Super Bowl or whatever. So Diet Dr. Pepper is going to win. So that puts that's a 12 seed knocking off the 5 root beer. And again, it's kind of on brand for us since we talked about the 5-12 upset last week as well. And then you've got Coke and Orange to round out the Elite Eight. So I want to stop for a minute. Told you, like, what are some, like, because we could have went 32 and it would have just been crazy because it would have probably been 5 Mountain Dews. It would have been about 7 different Coke, Pepsi flavors and stuff. I didn't really want to do that because it just get a little crazy. I wanted to get just basic sodas. However, I usually get something other than just Coke, Pepsi, Sprite, that kind of stuff, Dr. Pepper, as I do have my Blackberry Dr. Pepper. So do you have any like certain flavors of pop that you tend to get?
When you sent me that, I was like, I realized how just dull I am with drinking pop. Like, I've had a Baja Blast, I've had Code Red.
I got you.
I guess I'll go Code Red, but I don't go out of my way to get any of them. I'm the exact opposite of you. It's like, just give me the basic stuff. All right. I would probably say Code Red because I do like a good Code Red. But not enough to where if I'm buying a Mountain Dew, I'm just buying a Mountain Dew.
I got you. Yeah.
So if we're doing fountain drinks, like when you can get your own, I will go vanilla Coke route. Every time. I do love vanilla Coke. I don't know why that's not a big seller, but they don't really make it in cans.
They don't, which is weird. Like it's kind of crazy. And I would rather, if it's going to be at the fountain, like I prefer the ones that are just already vanilla Coke. You hit it, goes. Trying to, like, when my wife will want a vanilla Diet Coke, I'm like, ugh. And now, like, okay, how much? Because I don't want to put too less, but then it's better to have less vanilla than I went too hard on the vanilla.
Yeah, for sure.
So I'll have to taste it. And there's been times I've tasted like this is no, and I have to dump the whole thing. And then I feel really bad if they don't charge me for it. It's like, dude, I just dumped like 2 large things of Diet Coke down the fountain thing. So, no, I love. Like, my favorite is, and they don't make it anymore, it's a little bit different. That was the vanilla orange Coke because it tasted just like an orange push-up, like popsicle thing. It was so good. Now it's just, I think it's called something else now, but it's kind of the same thing. I like that. Code Red is, I think, I love a Baja Blast, but like now I was so excited they make them in the 2 liters now, and like the the smaller bottles. I think I just preferred it when it was just you could get it at Taco Bell and it was like a little treat. I do like it, but the fountain one is the best. So I think Code Red is. I used to drink pop a lot more, like probably 15 years ago, and maybe even 20. But I remember when I was working at the Walmart distribution center, I worked up at the Merge, and it's basically for a distribution center, you're labeling cases, putting them on the line. So we had like, I think it was 16 different lines that would come up of all the different modules with the freight, and it would merge, which is why it was called Merge, into 4 lines. So I would be up there monitoring that, merging lines, and it would merge into 4 and then goes down and it gets scanned and then it gets down to the shipping lane. So I'd be up at Merge. I remember I'd have to be there like 5:30. So it was probably like 1 o'clock and I was not feeling well. I was like, man, I don't feel well. I don't know what's going on. And I couldn't figure it out. Like I just had lunch. I'm like, what's going on? And I was at Merge. I happened to look at the trash can and there were 5 empty, this size of the 20 ounce Code Reds in there. And I'd been at work. It was like less than 8 hours. Like that is probably why. But I started drinking more there at work. It was really when I drank it the most because I think it was Mountain Dew. It was Pepsi had it where they were like, you could on inside the caps, they had like NFL hats. And they were like the cheesiest, worst NFL looking hats. Once you got them, like, these suck. These are bad hats. But I was like, this is great. Like NFL.
I still got my Bears one.
Yeah. So it was like a lighter brown kind of tan hat.
It was like a khaki.
Yeah, it was a khaki hat. It was like it didn't hold up. It's just always like you got it and it was already like smashed, like you had washed it.
Well, the other reason I got my Bears one is my buddy Tim Harsh is a Cleveland Browns fan, and he finally got 2 Browns caps and sent them in, and they just gave him the Bears hat. He's like, you can have it.
Like even the hats like that, we didn't think people were gonna want the Browns, so we didn't even order Browns hats. So
pretty sure
that's probably it. Or they just sold out because everybody wanted the Browns hat. So I drank a ton then, and then after that day, I made it a point like I need to really cut down on the soda intake, and really, like, we rarely have it at the house except for Sprite cranberry season,
right.
And then birthdays and stuff like that. But like we will rarely get it. We usually get like the bubbly, the sparkling water type deals because it's better for you. I can't, like, the bubbly's good. The other one, the Waterloo's good. The one kind that my wife likes is the worst. And I can't think of the name of it, but like it's so bad. It tastes so bad. I can't remember what it is, but yeah. So that was the Code Red.
They're not going to be a sponsor anytime soon anyways.
They are not. And I'm telling you what, if you can find this, so Adam and Xander work at a juice company that they go and, like, you've seen some of the juice stuff that they have, and they at the warehouse, they'll go, like, you know, stock it at the different places. And they just got Faygo now too. They do some Faygo as well. There was a Faygo Bomb Pop soda, like the red, like the really? Bomb Pop, the red, white, and blue pop.
Yeah.
And so when they first got Faygo in, like, Xander would bring in some, like, if they had trials and extras and stuff, he brought that home. And I'm glad I can't find that anywhere, because that would be my new Code Red 5 in a trash can. If you can find the Faygo Bomb Pop or red, white, and blue, whatever it's called, you got to try it. It is unbelievable. It's like drinking a melted Bomb Pop. It is so good. I think it's got like 78 grams of sugar in it too. So don't drink too many. Good. But if you can find that, that's like, I think that's my ultimate favorite one. So of the flavored kind. All right, Coke Orange. It's Coke, correct?
It is.
Yeah, and I
tastes
have to.
Better.
It is,
and it'll take the rust off of anything.
Exactly. Which is crazy. Which is
functional.
So good to be drinking into your stomach lining. So, right. I do find it funny that it's called Coca-Cola because when they made it originally, and this is a throwback to episode 2 Schwarzenegger quotes, they put what in it, Nate?
Cocainum.
They put cocaine in it, which is, it's just mind-boggling to me that, like, that's good. How much is enough cocaine? I don't know. That the testing of that had to have been crazy. Like, oh, that was a little bit too much. He's acting too much like Scarface. So it's just crazy that was a thing. So yes, Coke is beating Orange. Mountain Dew, Diet Dr. Pepper. This is probably closer than I would think, but it's still going to be Mountain Dew because I think Mountain Dew, if you just label all the different ones, I think Mountain Dew is my favorite beverage of all of them.
It is the one that I drink the most, even though my buddy Billy a couple years ago told me that he was reading somewhere that some of the stuff, whatever they're putting in Mountain Dew, that they think it's leading to, poor eyesight. And if you've noticed, a couple years later, I'm still drinking the Dew and I'm rocking the glasses.
Rocking the glasses.
I don't know if that's true, but I don't even care.
I do have the glasses. I usually rock the glasses, but I am nearsighted, so this is all kind of crazy for me. So I always in the podcast, I never wear the glasses, but I do.
I'm farsighted, so I gotta have them.
Yeah, I do wear glasses most. It also kind of helps me to not be recognized from our very popular podcast when I'm out in public. That people
it's hard. I've been getting hounded a lot.
Yeah, so it's kind of like the reverse Clark Kent for me.
Oh.
Or it is Clark Kent. That is exactly like, yeah. So I'm putting the glasses on. Kent Clark. Dr. Pepper cream soda. Listen, I love me a cream soda, but Dr. Pepper is going to win. I would choose Dr. Pepper 8, 9 times out of 10. Cream soda is one of those I enjoy to have as a treat. So I think if I had cream soda all the time, I'd be like, eh. So I do enjoy having a cream soda every now and then, but it is Dr. Pepper. Dr. Pepper is probably then my second. Behind Mountain Dew would then be Dr. Pepper and all the different types of flavors of Dr. Pepper. And I think we're going to get an upset here as well. Pepsi Wild Cherry. I am definitely going Pepsi Wild Cherry because I can't stand Pepsi, but I do love me some Pepsi Wild Cherry.
It is. It's going to upset the 2 seed.
It is, which is crazy. Sorry for all you Pepsi fans, which my kids somehow all are like Pepsi. They prefer Pepsi over Coke, even though we almost always, if we're getting it, have Coke at that. We rarely get that. It's always like the orange, it's the Sprite, it's the root beer. But we'll get Coke over Pepsi. I don't think we ever have Pepsi, but then we've got the Soda Stream where you can make your own carbonated.
Yeah, you're telling me about that.
Those are pretty great. If you can find one, get it, because then you buy them, and then when you empty a can, you go to Kroger and you can take the old Soda Stream can and get $15 off the new one. But just a shout out, I love, like, our Kroger's is great. Like, it's so funny. Like, probably like 80% of the people that work at Kroger have been at that Kroger that's by our house the entire 25 years we've been there. It's amazing. I'm like, seeing these people that were like teenagers now, old and crotchety and angry and mad because they're probably still working at Kroger. But here's the thing. Here's my problem with Kroger. Like, it was like I'd bring that in and they would always send me to the customer service. They would do it. And then now customer service doesn't do it because, like, they can do it at the register. I'm like, I was just at the register and they didn't know how to do it. So you got to do a better job training. It's almost better for me if they would let me do it. Like, just let me know what the barcode code is. I will do it. Because Sarah does not like doing U-Scan. I don't know if you like U-Scan when you go, or would you rather them do it for you? If you don't we
do the click list, but when
we do too.
When I would go, it depended on how much we had.
If you have like more than like 10 items, I'm almost always going to go there. But I love the U-Scan.
I love the U-Scan.
Sarah hates it because she's like, we're taking jobs away. I'm like, I'm telling you what, if there's a game show of people using the U-Scan, like, I would be great because I am because I even hand key in our Kroger card number because I don't have the fob or whatever. Dude, I am like, I do, and I am so good. Like, I'm like especially now that I don't have to insert my card, I just the tap right. Because I'm already ready, like, to get in, and I'm already ready once it registers that I have enough money. My finger's already ready for no cash back. Boom. Yeah. Gone. People, I know, and I always want to imagine, I never look back because then it would ruin the thing, but I always imagine when I go there and there's like a big long line, especially if the other 4 or 5 have been there before I got there. And I have more like one thing, but if I have like 5, 6 things and I go, I just know as I'm walking away, like, I just imagine all of them kind of clapping and just like, that guy. It's
funny you say that. The last time we had big snow come in, we went to go get the click list and they're like, hey, we're like 60 orders behind because a bunch of people, with the snow coming in. And so we had to go in, and the lines for the U-Scan were just insane.
Yeah.
But there was a few things we absolutely needed. So Grayson and I are in there, and we were watching. And when it's old people taking their time in the U-Scan, it's one thing. But I'm watching grown adults act like they've never done this before. And as soon as Grayson got it, we got up there. I'm like, he's handing them to me. I'm scanning them, throwing them in. I put the number in. Did it in record time, and I turn around and go, "You're welcome." And nobody clapped. I just assumed that they were happy.
You're welcome. You got to sometimes. It's just for me. Yeah, exactly. So that is phenomenal. Yeah, Emily will help. Emily comes with me, and then she likes to scan it. So when I'm there, I'm like, yeah, I will let her scan. I'm not going to be that dad. Like, we got to hurry up and get through. Like, dude, she can scan it, whatever. Because again, I don't usually use scan when I have a bunch of stuff. Like, that's just rude. If you have an entire cart.
Right.
Go, man. We don't need you in the U-Scan because number one, like, you don't have enough bags. Like no, go. I get so mad. And so I was like, dude,
yeah, it's the worst.
Like, you don't like, I get so mad, but I like the U-Scan. Sarah hates using the U-Scan. I love it. All right. So we've got Final Four. Pepsi Wild Cherry, which is a surprise. I wasn't sure how that would go. Dr. Pepper, Coke, Mountain Dew. The Coke, Mountain Dew, Dr. Pepper, I kind of was like, that's going to be it because they are the three best. So Coke, Mountain Dew. These are my it's like normally, like, I was a Mountain Dew guy forever. Now it's usually I'll just do Coke because it's like I feel like it's less sugary. But I absolutely love Mountain Dew. I'm taking Mountain Dew.
Yes, right. I'm taking Mountain Dew as well.
All right, so a 1-2 seed will not win this one. And the funny part is I had a feeling I thought either Dr. Pepper or Mountain Dew would win. And so when I was, because I've already seeded the bracket of champions already. And it was so weird and hard to do it. And I'm like, all right, I knew what number one was, and I pretty much knew Shockmaster from last week was going to be 16. And then it was just kind of throwing things everywhere. And I wanted to kind of get a feel for where stuff was. And we'll talk about our next one, too. So I kind of it just pigeonholed what I thought. If some of these are going to win, this is where it'd be. So I think I have soda as the 5 seed on it. Dr. Pepper, Pepsi Wild Cherry. I believe it's going to be Dr. Pepper. Nate's got the Dr. Pepper. I've got a version of Dr. Pepper. Yeah. I almost did bring the Dr. Pepper, and that would have been like, ooh, but I did not. So Dr. Pepper, Mountain Dew. This one is hard for me because I like them both probably equally. If this was probably 10, 15 years ago, I think it was going to be Mountain Dew, and it was not going to be an issue. But Dr. Pepper is so good, and it feels less like, oh, my heart is going to explode, blood sugar is going to go crazy on it.
Right.
Because even like I do love like I love a lot of the diet the Mountain Dew versions. Dr. Pepper does not have as many. I do prefer the blackberry. The blackberry is really good. Strawberry cream is okay. Like, I'll drink it. It's fine. But
boys like the Dr. Pepper cream soda. They like that.
Okay. I don't think I've had the cream soda Dr. Pepper yet. I probably would like it.
I hear it's good, but I'm not a cream soda guy, so it's like, I'll take your word for it. But if we're going, I'd probably drink more Mountain Dews, but I think I prefer Dr. Pepper.
See, I think I do too. I've
been waffling. This waffling moment not brought to you by Eggo yet.
Not brought to you by Eggo or Great Value. So, yeah, I'm with you though. I drink more Mountain Dew, but I think I prefer, and I think Dr. Pepper is better. And I think I would go to Dr. Pepper winning.
I think the taste is better. Matchup. I think a lot of this is based on it's for whatever reason. If it's hot out, any brown soda doesn't sound great, but I can crush a Mountain Dew no matter how hot. Dead of summer is like, I'll take a Mountain Dew. But it's like you'll get a Coke or Dr. Pepper and drink about half of it, and it's like, I don't think I can do anymore.
That's true.
The amount I drink is probably Mountain Dew is probably because of that. But the taste of Dr. Pepper is a better taste than the taste of Mountain Dew.
It is, and I think you're probably drinking pop, soda, whatever, more in the summer. And if like you said, if it gets extremely hot, I don't know what it is. Like it's the same thing. It's the clearer, the less like darker the soda, like it's better, like the ginger ales, which you don't drink, but the Sprites, 7-Ups, Mountain Dews, those types of things, even a cream soda, if you will. It just seems like it's better than when it's in the summer. Although, and I think that's probably it. Like if they're cold, if I'm inside and it's cold, then I don't care. But if you're outside drinking it and it gets a little warm, then it is. The darker flavored sodas just don't taste as well warm when it's really, really hot out.
Probably just too much syrup. I don't know what it is.
That might be it. I'm guessing that's probably it. And then like warm syrup outside on your pancakes or your waffle of whatever version you do. So yeah, Dr. Pepper wins. That's what I thought when I went in there. I think Dr. Pepper is going to be my winner. I wasn't sure, and I really thought it was going to be Dr. Pepper, Mountain Dew, because I thought Dr. Pepper was going to beat Pepsi. I wasn't sure about Coke, because again, growing up, like it's different now than when we were growing up, and I wasn't sure where you were leaning, because in the summertime we come down and for the draft and whatever else, and then I will always bring like. I said, I'm covering the drinks for you guys, so I'll bring it. And I've been in your fridge, and so I kind of know what's in there, but it's just kind of a variety of stuff. It is probably based on what's the best deal. Because can we talk about how crazy it is for a 12-pack of soda now? Like $11-12? Like, what are you talking about? Like,
yeah,
they haven't
so we
changed
usually
anything.
wait till they'll do the buy two at Kroger. It'll be buy two, get three free. And if they can afford to do that once a month, there's no way it needs to be $12 for a 12-pack.
It's insane. Like we grew up, it was probably like $4 for a 12-pack. And I'm telling you, they haven't. There's not been these great changes in soda and the packaging. Like they all look the same. I know inflation and stuff, but like, how come Arizona tea could say 99 cents? And everything else is crazy. That's part of the reason why we don't ever get soda. And if we do, it's usually 2 liters, because that's pound for pound best money is getting a 2 liter. And then we usually just get the knockoff brand. And unless it's like unless we have people coming over, like that's not just family. Like, hey, well, I'm not going to like, Noah's got his friends over. Like, hey, do you want Big K Cola?
Would you like a Dr. Thunder?
Would you like a Dr. Thunder? Did you tell? Was it you or
Misty Mountain Hop or whatever?
Exactly. Can I interest you in a cold dairy pepper?
No, not ever.
Was it you? Somebody told a story. I don't know if it was you or it might have been Jason, who's the third. Like we are the Rink Brothers, but we're only really technically 2/3 of the Rink Brothers. But then there are other Rink Brothers because you have 2 sons, and then I've got 5. So, but like someone saw a story of out somewhere and someone said that, like, can I interest you in, and it was a Dr. Thunder. And I think Jason had that story where he was somewhere and someone was offered, and it was a Dr. Thunder. And it made me laugh so hard. Like, like of all, I could have guessed 5-10 times. I was not going to guess he was going to offer you a Dr. Thunder.
A Dr. Thunder. No, it definitely was not me.
It must have been Jason. I have to text him.
I remember when the Diet Dr. Pepper was coming out, the commercial was always like, Diet Dr. Pepper tastes more like regular Dr. Pepper. So anytime we'd be at a store that had the knockoff one, I would have to out loud be like, Diet Dr. Thunder tastes more like regular Dr. Thunder.
Exactly. So, I wonder if that would be the other experiment. I'm going to do the experiment of the Coke root beer to make Dr. Pepper, but I may also do Big K Cola, Big K root beer. Does it taste like Big K pepper or whatever? Dr. Pepper or Dr. K.
Dr. K.
Dr. K, because the Kroger's bias. So that was the sodas. One more episode, and then it's champion bracket. And then we're getting close again. Bracket of champions. And then we're getting close to March Madness. I'm excited about doing the brackets, those types of things. So next week's brackets, it should be best baseball movies. Spring training just started, or someone in the one Discord, a betting Discord I'm in, was like, said, did preseason baseball start? And the one guy that runs is like,
baseball,
all capital. It's called spring training. Just
is spring sports ball going on?
Spring sports ball. Was excited to see Alec Bregman hit a homer for us. That kind of stuff. So yeah, I'm excited about baseball coming. We were going to talk baseball a lot this summer, but thought we'd be doing baseball movies. And so I got to brush up on a couple. I know you've been watching some. I'm going to save the Rookie of the Year story that I just found about today in your household until next week.
I didn't know if we were going to talk about it today or next
I thought about talking about it today. I was like, no, that needs to be saved for the baseball movie. So there are some I've got to watch. So if you're watching this one and you want to let us know, hey, this is a baseball movie you should watch, put it in the comments. Let us know. Please like, comment, subscribe. The comments and the likes really help the algorithm as well. So again, if you just want to put something down and say cream soda is awful, Nate's right. If you want to say diet sodas are best, you could put that in. I don't care if your comment is wrong. You can put it in. You just want to put USA ! Suck it, hosers.
Take off, eh?
Take off, you knob. So yes, do that. Please like, subscribe, comment on all our shows. Go back. It seems like people are going back and watching it. It seems like our views are going up in some of our past shows. So I'm excited about college basketball coming up. I'm excited about our bracket of champions. This one's just a little like, it seems like okay. It was just a soda bracket. Again,
everybody drinks pop, man.
Everybody drinks pop. And I want to bring a reference that, 18% of the people will get is when Kenan Thompson was running the Halloween ride for David S. Pumpkins, and they get mad about David S. Pumpkins because he kept coming up. He's like, hey, there's 99 floors. They all can't be winners. All our all our brackets can't all be winners. Okay, we got a week to prepare, so sometimes it takes a little bit longer with these movies because we want to make sure we can bring you the best content. Sodas was a nice one to throw in because then we had like 2 weeks to watch these baseball movies, and that kind of stuff.
Yeah, and it's nice to have one where I know I said I was referring to my notes. I actually on this one didn't have to do any notes. It's nice coming in, being able to come in raw dog and just let's talk.
Exactly. Yeah, and we need some shorter ones because coming up soon, and maybe a surprise of both of us in studio together, the Weird Al one, which is going to be, I think, my favorite bracket probably of all time, even stuff we haven't done. So that's going to be huge. So we're going to be huge. So Nate, always a pleasure. We will see you next week. Again, go to FanStreamSports.com. Check out all our shows there. Go to FanStream Sports Ohio YouTube channel. This show, Fit-Off Show. If you're an Ohio State fan, you got to go check out FanStream Sports Ohio YouTube channel. Tim May, Clay Hall, they just bring great Ohio State content. Fit-Off and I are going to be doing our fantasy show, do a couple shows in the offseason, then we're going to be ramping back up at the end of the summer. My betting shows will be coming back. Chadlocks will be coming back. NHL is going to be back Wednesday. We just got past the All-Star break doing that. And then once baseball hits, it's going to be every day baseball and hockey. I love me baseball. I'm going to do them every day. A lot of them are going to be from my house, though, instead of driving up here to do a 15-minute show. So please check out FanStream Sports Ohio, the YouTube channel, like all the stuff. Go back and watch some of the old shows as well. One of the things I think is going to be cool, if people check out the champions bracket, it may lead them to be like, I wonder how Get to the Choppa beat the other Schwarzenegger stuff. So that's a cool thing too. And I'm hoping to put in the Weird Al one. I'm in a Weird Al Facebook fan page. And I put a thing out there because the last few songs are weird. So I put 5 songs out. Hey, one spot left. Which one is it? So one song is getting like 47, 48%. So I think I'm not going to spoil that, but I think if we put the Weird Al one in the Weird Al chat, that could be like the biggest. I would love to have like the Weird Al bracket show hit like 500 to 1,000 people watching it because people love Weird Al. So that's it. Thanks for watching. Enjoy your week whenever you watch this. USA hockey, baby. Love it.
Two winners. USA.
Two winners. The United States and Dr. Pepper. So awesome job, Dr. Pepper. Hey, we will see you next time.